installment of the ice cream social. Yay! It's our fourth one, guys. Yeah. We were only supposed to have 3 initially, so y'all are at like a reality thing. I don't know. It's the 4th one, so that's cool.
The one that wasn't supposed to be.
Yeah, and then everyone after that will also be another one that wasn't supposed to be. Yeah. Who cares? Yeah, so we've got a great lineup tonight. We have 2 people who have come to every single ice cream social before this and read at the open mic, and we're really happy that we get to feature them now. Allyson, Whipple, and Tu-Uyen Nguyen, and they are amazing local writers, and we love them a lot, and we're really glad to share them with you.
Yeah. Sorry. We also want to go ahead and thank Malvern Books for creating, for allowing a space that we're creating to thrive, and you know, giving us ice cream to feed you all with, and providing local writers with a space to read and a place to carry their books. So,
Yeah.
yay to
And
Malvern Books.
if you have something that you'd like to share at the open mic, we have a open mic sign-up sheet. It's back there. If you decide, you know, at any point in the reading, go sign up. Well, we'd like to hear what you have to say. So we'll start out with Tu-Uyen, and she wrote this lovely poem introduction that I'm going to read. Tu-Uyen Nguyen, from Florida, born there, holla to Pensacola Beach, but welcome to America anyways. They heard this the other day at a Thai restaurant. They are addicted to foreign languages. Doesn't matter if they don't understand it, just speak it for them to listen. Vietnamese, Latin, ancient Greek, Turkish, Italian, Mandarin, French, snippets and semesters. Language learning history is all they really need in life to keep on breathing. Undergrad thesis on ancient Roman narratives of human sacrifice and all the cultural subtexts never seen, ideas and translations and definitions, different dialects and the chasms in between. Warning, they know death as much as someone alive might know, so don't be alarmed if you see graveyards glowing from Tu-Uyen's words like Harry's scar from those kestrels he sees, just because his entire life was based on his parents' ultimate sacrifice against he who must not be named, Voldemort. We are all ready to rise against you. Sorry, I totally butchered that. But Tu-Uyen is amazing. She's my best friend, and she's gonna share some poetry with you.
Voldemort. Oh, sorry. Thank you so much. Thank you. This one is from Saigon. For anyone who still cannot reveal themselves to their family, their friends, if they are friends. But they might just be. Let them prove it to you, or not. Whichever true self they are. But luckily here at Malvern's, I am my true self, unafraid. The person you see is the true me. Thank you for providing the space. From February 15th of this year, from Saigon or Ho Chi Minh City. Come on, y'all. The morning for the Wing Luke Museum digital exhibition, but they said no translation. Weren't you listening? At a small cafe near my uncle's house in District 1, where mosquitoes haunted the dark, warm dining room, with some American teenage movie from the 90s playing on the screen, all the boys post-James Dean vying and dying for the blonde bombshell, big tits, just to walk down the beach in a stolen sports car, her dad's or somebody's. Dear family, gia đình ơi. Dear my family to whom I owe my existence, hết cuộc sống. To whom I owe my college education, học giỏi. For whom I have a high-paying job, a nice car, a big house, làm việc sướng, xe mới, nhà lớn. I am a lesbian, gay, bisexual, transgender, queer, questioning my sexuality, a singular part of me. If I told you, would you tell me to change? That it isn't true? That it's just a phase? It would be easier if I just fit in, if I just remained silent. Không nên nói một từ about who I am. I am not a woman. Con là phụ nữ. I am not a man. Con là đàn ông. I am a human. Con là người ta. It's not difficult to understand. Dễ hiểu mà. Unless the correct bathroom determines, bắt buộc theo văn hóa thường, who you think I should be. Giấu lòng con đến ngày qua đời. To match the body you see me in. Do you see me? Your eyes, your shame, bực mình xấu hổ. Who are you to judge? Gia đình ơi. My auntie, brother, cousins, parents, dì ta, anh ruột ta, họ gái họ trai, bố mẹ. Your fear in silence, the sanctity of shadows. I love who I love. Thương yêu nhau. I am what I am. If I cannot be free to be, độc lập là gì? Where can I truly stand? Cả đời này, unashamed, proud. Under the sun, mặt trời sáng trên đất này. This is not about me, but the entire generation. Đời hay không biết nói tiếng ta, không hiểu một từ, không được trả lời. Bố mẹ ông bà nói cái gì, quên hết văn hóa mình rồi. Đuổi ra nhà đi, đuổi ra nhà đi. You fought for our freedom, tự do, độc lập, hạnh phúc. To live, to have enough to eat, có ăn đầy đủ. You fought for me, đến Nhật vì tự do độc lập. To go to a good school, đi học, cố gắng học giỏi đi. To have my own will, ông bà ơi, tự do là gì? Did you fight for my absolute obedience? Nghe lời bố mẹ. Did you bleed so that I would obey without question? Máu chảy ra vì gì? Nghe lời, không nên nói lại. Did you sacrifice everything for 3 red lines paved in silken yellow so that I would lie? Vẫn nói láo, nên nói láo. About who I am, hiding who I am inside, living a fake life, being someone else who never existed and never will. Your struggle puts me in chains, tiger cages of my mind. Dear family, gia đình ơi, dear my family to whom I owe my existence. Hết cuộc sống. My dark hair, almond eyes, moon face, da vàng, người vàng. My American life, my Vietnamese blood, my entire life. Thế giới này, please accept me for who I am. I am a lesbian, gay, bisexual, transgender, queer, questioning my sexuality, a singular part of me. Sincerely, with love, your son, daughter, niece, nephew, con, cháu con, bà con ơi. Now that's off my chest. In the realm of the senses, we can celebrate later. This one's from moving back to Austin after a 10-month hiatus, after 5 years of edumacation, facing the powers that be everywhere I go, in the faces I see. Hello again. I bring the foreign with me, everywhere I go, because where I am from, very few people know. So they look at you when they have to, and there's this worry in their eyes. But I think, hey, they're just shy. Not used to you and your kind. Because each of us is different in body shape and hue, unique in every way, except when you seem to be factory made. And that sense of familiarity, a double take, the grocery store, down the street, you, the lost one in a war, them, an old teacher, a movie star, Taylor Swift in every car. So where are we at now? Where are we now? And why? Who are you when the rhythms all around you keep beating in time and you're living just to die? So follow me through some ancient history made new, now in this precious moment or two, where my voice continues to go. Go slow, go slow. Stay a while. Relish the breath you just made, the one you just let go, and shared with me on stage. No Cassandra here, where no one believed a single word she ever said about fate. So a criminal war king, Agamemnon, brings her, whose home his and hers raised, laid low. To be the whore, captured far from home, throat slit silent by the queen, her broken heart, the dead daughter, never married to Achilles, never mother, never brought home. So in case you haven't noticed, I'm very comfortable talking about that final frontier, embracing death for meaningful life, thinking of Autogeography by R. Harris, this poetry collection I stumbled upon at the Perry Castaneda Library at UT down the street. While I worked there still, the glory days of my youth. I grew up visiting the dead. My mother, the dark-skinned one, was the oldest of 12 children. She passed away when she was 49 years old. My 9th birthday was a month away. She came to the US only able to speak Vietnamese and French. When Saigon fell that April, before my eldest brother was born, she wanted to stay in Vietnam because she was carrying him in her belly. His father was a soldier for the South Vietnamese Army, fought with the Americans. Why you see me before you today. From the same army, there were these other guys, 2 brothers. They became my uncles when they met and married my 2 aunts in America, the US part where the government sent soldiers to help them, back then, back there. Of these uncles, only one has told me a story about what it was like to be in training. It was all about mental strength. They made us, all 50 of us, wake up, brush our teeth, fix our beds, get dressed perfectly in 5 minutes. If we all did not finish at the same time for inspection, we'd get punished. We always got punished. They would put us in barrels and roll us down the beach to harden us. It was tough. They would tell us to measure some distance they wanted to know using only toothpicks. He takes the toothpick out of his mouth and holds it between his thumb and pointer finger horizontally, measuring the space in front of him. This next one is for Fred Ho from the spring of 2014 last year. He was an Afro-Asian composer, baritone saxophonist, and activist. I never met him, except in my mind. For me, it's always the occasion to commemorate lost ones, the ones who are gone, but not really. $1.20 library fine, USD nothing. When your sax comes through eardrums, that semester you were recruiting artists, and I had no talent to apply. Multiple copies of that big green book, the Center for Asian American Studies Library, protects from thieving scholars. Never left your eye. Kneeling naked and proud, painted in Hulk splendor, behind your saxophone. Oh my. Maybe Sona met you, or Dr. Shu, the lucky ones who shook your hand and thanked you for resurrected life in song. Take care wherever you go now, among student minds. Lifelong rhythm remains in the spring rustle of trees, they tower in your memory. In memory of Fred Ho. His jazz is really cool, so you should check him out. It's hard to find. And this next one, shout out to Anton's Record Shop in the same plaza as Tom's Tupuli. That, yeah. In the spirit of music and each artist within us, from without us, in this city of lovers paired off, I mean, how many in this room alone, just to break each other's souls apart. Y'all better be careful. To find the gooey chocolate center in between, the music we can't get away from. Hey, your heart beats. And they're proof because you're right here in front of me. Did I say thank you? To anyone and everyone, like me, who used to freeze on the dance floor. On stage, at home, the street. The whole world's a stage, that old man said. From the 15th of March, 2014, for a coworker, musician, poet, who always encourages me to write when I need to hear it most. And for anyone still trying to figure it all out. Midlife crisis. I'm 24, by the way. The ancient Greeks called it haruthmos. Tu ruthmu to ruthmo ton ruthmon hoi ruthmoi ton rothmon tois ruthmois tus ruthmus. Shout out to the classics department at UT, where nouns decline and meaning takes time. Haruthmos, any recurring motion in the world. So the philosophers philosophized and the mathematicians mathematized. Until come today, musicians and dancers, they call it rhythm. Since when with the blues? For our jagged souls have color, painting our every struggle. Try the slippery path on a winter noon. Try the sun on warm skin. Almost too much for you. This rhythm occurs, recurs, assures us of a meaning. In every drumbeat tune, a baby thumps in its screaming speech. An opera singer in the bellowing deep. The bassist breath upon every strum. This music is for everyone and for all time. We are still listening to our prehistoric howling song, the moonlit abyssal orchestra, our microscopic amoebic throngs. So before we return to the great everything, to the spread out network of mycelium colonies, back to the mega breath we took and take, we make that rhythm as an art, full-time, part-time. It's not when to start, but a choice each day. In the wake of deathly silence, to live in rhythm, for rhythm's sake. So this last one is kind of an ecosystem, like a swamp of pensamientos, of like ideas that just kind of happened. And I hope you'll bear with me. You'll know the lily pads when you hear them, so just kind of feel free to ignore the things I say until something clicks. Like at work when I'm confused at the POS system, I'm just like, wait, okay, I got it. So that's what I do. It's like I snap because I get lost. And you can snap if you want to, if you're getting sleepy. It's totally cool. Or you can leave, get air. I mean, you know, self-care. This is in the spirit of the Catholic Church because I grew up going to it. Cultures of silence. Her only legitimate husband. Condoning cultural linguistic barriers. Abuse. De ma mère. De maman. De la madre. De mi madre. De madre. Remembering silences. Questions. Creative power of inquiry. L'histoire, les histoires, las historias, les historias. The best environment, day by day, one at a time. Looking forward to death interwedded, global, interpersonal, social, economic, political, cultural, but mainstream.